Hello everyone, I am welcoming you all once again to this channel. Today we are going to create one perovskite slab model using our VESTA software. For that, here I have chosen this paper which has been published in the year of 2004, but still we are going to do the similar kind of structure where they have taken the perovskite structure of this PbTiO₃ and they have created two terminated structure. One, the termination is happened with this TiO₂, and in the another structure the terminal group is PbO. So we are going to create exactly the similar kind of structure over here. So for that, let's go to the materials project, and here let's start exploring our material. And the material we want is PbTiO₃ in this case. And here I am choosing the cubic structure for that. And now let's save the CIF symmetrized file of that. So now let's go and open the same structure using our VESTA software. So here we have opened our VESTA software, and this is the file, that is this PbO₃, and this is a CIF file. But before going ahead with any kind of structural changes, I would like to save this file in our BAS format or in our postcard format. So let's save this. Okay, and here we would like to open the file that we have saved now. Now this is our unit cell, and before going ahead, let me delete these bonds which are unnecessary for this case. Apply. Okay, so now you can see that this is the simple cubic unit cell for this PbTiO₃, and in the summary also you can check that the unit cell constant, like the lattice constant for this is 3.96905 angstrom, and this alpha beta gamma here is equal to 90 degree. And now to create such kind of structure, what we need to have is a kind of a supercell which can be elongated along a particular direction, and here the direction is Z. So let's go and elongate our structure along the Z direction, and here I am going to the transformation, and the value I have written as 4. Yes, search atoms, apply. Okay, so now we have our like the supercell, and where we have elongated our unit cell towards the Z direction, and the elongation value we have given as 4. And here what we want to have is, we want to have a PbO terminated structure. That means this layer. Let me tell you that this is the structure, this is the atom which is Pb, and these red colors are oxygen, and the sky colored one are titanium. So if we want to have a PbO terminated structure, what we need to do is, first we need to remove these two layers from here. And why I am deleting this two layer, that also I am going to tell you. And okay, let's go to that structure first. So here as you can see that we have 1, 2 and 3 such repeating units. So and here what we have is 1, 2 and 3. That's why I have deleted the above two layers. And now also I would like to tell you another thing is, here you can check that this atom is also Pb, and the atom number is 5. This is also Pb1, atom number is 5. This also same, this also same. That means all these atoms are Kerner atoms, but they have only one origin. And why all those 4 atoms are appearing? Because of the periodicity. And so what we can do, we can delete such kind of repeating atoms from this structure. So for that, let's go to another plane, and here I am deleting this layer of atoms which are nothing but the repeating atoms, and also this layer. Yes, So now let's check that this is the structure that we have got after deleting all those periodic images of the same atoms. And now it is the time to export our structure, and this is the structure of structure with a termination of PbO group. And let's save the same, and here we are going to save it in the Cartesian coordinate so that we can change our z direction according to our requirement in latter part. So, and also here we would like to save our output coordinates of all the displayed atoms. Click on OK. Now let's go and open the same to check what we have set. Yes, so now we have got our structure where we have 3 titanium and 4 Pb and 10 oxygen atoms. Okay, let's open the file that we have saved now with this PbO termination. Yes, so now you see that these bonds are very annoying. Yeah, so now you see that we have 3 such repeating units. So 1, 2 and 3, and this layer is appearing only because we have these atoms over here, because this is nothing but the periodic image of the same layer. So, and also another thing here I would like to tell you that, as you know that the maximum value, you see that if we will choose this as our origin, like the Pb atom, 1 Pb atom at the origin, and the maximum Z value here we have found as 11.90, and this, if I will choose the same value, like I will copy and if I will change our Z value to the value that we have as our maximum coordinate along the Z direction, if I will paste that value over here, we will get exactly the same structure what has been shown in that paper. So let's do that. Open. Yeah, okay, let me remove these bonds. These are very apply. Okay, so yeah, so now you see that the structure that we have saved now looks exactly like the structure like what we have seen in that paper. So now you see exactly the same structure we have created with the termination as PbO. Now in the next part, what we will do, so in the next part exactly the similar thing we will do for this TiO₂ terminal group. And for that, let me open the VAS file that we have saved initially. So I have opened this, and first also we will do the same exercise here. First we will transform our lattice along the Z direction with the value 4. Okay, yes, this, okay, apply. Okay, so now we have got our elongated lattice along the Z direction, and for simplified visualization, let me delete this. Yeah, so now what we want this layer, this TiO₂ layer, to be at the terminal part. So for that, what we have to do, simply we have to delete this layer and this layer. Yeah, so now again what we have to do, again we have to remove the periodicity along all the directions. So for that, here I am deleting this layer and also this layer. Now you see that what we have is this much. So here to here is one repeating unit, here to here is another, and here to here is another. So we have 3 such repeating unit, what we have seen in that case in this paper also. Okay, yeah, so let's check here that here also how many such repeating units, 1, 2 and 3. Here also we will get 3 such repeating units when we will perform our things correctly. So now this part is done. So now the next part is to export this structure. So here we will export this as TiO₂, because here the terminal group is TiO₂, and let's save this. Exactly same thing we will do over here. Okay, and next part is to open that file. Now this is TiWasp. Yes, so now you see that here we have 4 titanium atoms and 3 Pb and 11 oxygen atoms, and this is our structure which we have created now. And now as you can see that none of our atom. Okay, let me open the file which we have saved now. Yeah, so this is the one which we have saved here, and I have opened that now. And as you can see that none of our atom is present on the like exactly on this corner of the box. Like none of our atom is present at the origin. That's why here you can see that none of the coordinate of atom of any atoms is at 0 0 value. So is at 0 0 0 value. So we have some kind of this value and all. If you want to have your structure starting from the origin, then what you can do, you can simply change this z-axis values if you require that. If you need that, you can do that. If you don't need, then no need to do that. And sometimes what happens when we create any kind of slab, what we typically do, we change our z-axis value so that we can have, or we can add more and more vacuum, so that this periodic image and all those things can be optimized during our calculation. And if I would like to change this z-axis value by adding some vacuum, suppose I am trying to add more 15 angstrom vacuum to this structure, then my z-axis value will become now this much. And now after saving this file, let me open the file which we have saved now. So again I am opening this file. Now you see the difference. So the difference is here you see that we have added some amount of vacuum, like 15 angstrom vacuum over here. That's why we have got such kind of empty space. And here this is the structure which we have created before adding any vacuum. So exactly the same structure, rather only the z coordinate of this lattice vector we have changed, and as all the coordinates are present in the Cartesian coordinates, so none of these atom will get affected if we will add more and more vacuum. Okay, so this is the way we, like the very simplest way where we can create such kind of perovskite slab models with any termination. And I hope that this video will help you further while creating such kind of terminal groups or any such kind of structure or complex structures. And yeah, this much for today's session, and thank you all, and bye bye.